Hi, welcome back. This is Mark from Embedded Pro. And this week I'm continuing my investigation with the OKdo E1 board featuring the NXP LPC55S69 microcontroller. Over the previous weeks I've been building up a WeatherStation project based on that board and using the MCU Espresso IDE and Software Development Kit, SDK, to make the software quick and easy. And here is the finished WeatherStation project. It's sat on the windowsill of my office, measuring temperature, humidity and pressure, and displaying it on that eInk Paperwhite screen. This week I'm going to focus on that eInk screen, which comes from Mikroe, and you can see the URL here. It's mikroe.com/eInk-click. It's a very attractive eInk screen with 172 by 72 pixels and is capable of driving 4 different colors: white, grey 1, grey 2 and black. It's really easy to interface to the OKdo E1 board because it connects to the microcontroller via a standard SPI interface. And I used the high-speed SPI or Flexcom 8 on the LPC55S69 microcontroller. There's a great deal of technical detail and too much for this video, so I'll refer you to our blog site, mcuoneclipse.com, where you can read more about how I interface the screen. When power is applied to the WeatherStation, the software starts up, initializes the board, and starts to read temperature, pressure, and humidity from the Bosch BME280 environmental sensor. These readings are displayed in a large font on the eInk screen, and then readings are made every 1 minute and the screen is updated. If I was designing the WeatherStation and using my own PCB, I'd design the schematic so I could turn power off to the eInk display and put the microcontroller into a very low power mode. And then I'd wake up every minute and update the display before going back to sleep again. That's not really possible with the OKdo E1 board because of the way that the power supplies are managed. A small database is maintained for the previous 7 days of maximum and minimum temperature and the trend for pressure. You'll notice the screen refresh cycle every minute, where the display is sent to be completely black, completely white, and then the new image is displayed. And that's just a feature of the technology behind these eInk displays. I'm able to switch the display into the history screen, which shows the trends for the previous 7 days, and I do that by pressing this button on the OKdo E1 board. The history screen is displayed for 1 minute before the display reverts back to the current temperature, pressure, and humidity display. When I'm designing an LCD or an eInk screen interface, I like to mock it up in PowerPoint so that I can see what it's going to look like before I commit to the embedded work. And here's my design for the history screen for the WeatherStation project. There's not a lot of real estate on the eInk screen, so I restricted myself to showing the max and min temperature and the trend for pressure over the previous 7 days. The screen is a mixture of text, London, the time, and the dates of the previous 7 days' recordings. Symbols, it's the temperature symbol, the sunny and cloudy symbol, and the charging symbol, and some simple lines and boxes. Very straightforward and easy screen to display. It's also possible to toggle back to the temperature, pressure, and humidity display by pushing the same push button. If you'd like to know more of the technical details about driving the eInk display, come on over to mcuoneclipse.com, where I've blogged in more technical detail about this WeatherStation project. Well, that's all for this week. I do hope you find these videos useful and informative, and if so, you can support me by sharing this video, by liking it, and by subscribing to my YouTube channel. That's all for now. Come back and see us again soon, and I'll share what Embedded Pro have been up to in the world of microcontrollers.